Kiss up to God. To God be the glory for all the wonderful works that He does. Thank you, God, for another do over. Thank you, God, for another day to get it right. For life, health, and strength, family, and friends. Thank you, God, that we're in the land of the living. Thank you for the brand new grace and brand new mercies that you allowed this morning as you woke us up with your finger of love. And then we had the opportunity to say, I'm sorry. A lot of opportunity because I'm sorry could restore and recover a whole lot of things. Ooh, Saturday night. Remember the days. And so happy to be at home chilling. I don't know what to do. I just want to come on. So many things were in my mind today. And I put this, that all life has to offer. I was invited out to a play tonight. I did go, and I ended up leaving before the play was over. And two reasons why I left. One of the reasons was because it's almost like the same type of play or the same type of story about, you know, mistakes and heartache and trauma and, you know, but written by somebody different or starring somebody different. And the second reason I left was because my heart is just not ready for that. It's so much going on, so many things going on now that got you all over the place. I'd rather have like one of those chill nights, like okay, not come home because no matter what you do, movies, play, whatever you do, it stays in the memory bank. And I just didn't want to come home and toss and turn because I was upset of the outcome. Because my sister works at the place that the play was at, and she told me she saw a coffin. So I'm like, oh, so either the mother died, the boyfriend died, the child died, somebody passed away in the play, and my heart just wasn't ready for that. And then it brought me to like today we went, my son and I, went to see my granddaughters. They have a cheerleader competition, up in up north. So we went. No, I'm sorry, in Wildwood. So we went there, and while we was coming back, Erica Badu came on with Bag Lady. And I've heard the song numerous times, sang the song, play around with the song, laugh at the song all the time. But today, the song meant something different to me. And then some of the things that she's probably was saying was making sense, but in a different type of way. Because when she said bag ladies, you saying it, and then what's in your mind is watching somebody carry a lot of bags. But what I was thinking about was burdens. She said bag lady, but burden ladies, like burdens. What burdens do we carry around in those bags? Hurt and disappointment and all of the stuff that's weighing us down. And when she say those bags are getting heavy, you need to get rid of some of those bags. Say, like, when people see you coming, they run, because when you come up with all this baggage, here you go with the woe is me. You're looking, why are you carrying all those bags? You want to complain. So people run in the opposite direction because they can see you coming with all that baggage. Bag lady, you're going to hurt yourself carrying around all those bags, carrying around all that hurt, carrying around all that disappointment, carrying around all of the unforgiveness, carrying around evil, carrying around hatred, just carrying it and allowing it to just weigh you down, make you mean and upset and angry all the time, that when people see you coming, they flee because they don't want to be bothered with all the stuff that you drag it with you, because when you drag that stuff with you, you carry that spirit off into somebody else. Don't nobody want those spirits jumping on them. Don't nobody want all of what you're going through and dealing with coming in their space, coming into their world. And that's the way I was feeling with that show. It's almost like you're carrying around all that hurt. And I can't imagine, because like my sister said, the child was gonna die. I can't imagine even knowing what was gonna happen is already, I don't think I could have sat there and watched that, because you know what was going to be. You know it's going to be a whole lot of crying. You know it's going to be a whole lot of hurt. You know it's going to be, and that's what we deal with constantly. And now we're dealing with, we don't know what's going to go on with the economy is going crazy. You know, people, just so many things. That's why I was like, sometimes you got to take that time and you got to shut it down. You got to shut it down for your own sanity, for your own peace of mind. And now I ain't saying that think life is a joke and stuff, but you don't have to sit there and be and carry on or bring on all the stuff. You don't have to keep all the stuff on. You don't have to bring it on you and keep this stuff on you. And it's so hard to let it go when it's constantly there. When you walk right by a bag and you're going to pick it up and carry it, you walk by a mountain and pick it up and carry it, you just can't help yourself. But life is what you make it with some things. That's why I say, is this all life has to offer? Is all these heavy bags, all these burdens, all these mishaps and misunderstanding, miscommunications, and all this, or can you make it better by doing something about it, doing something different? Come up out of that zone. Come up out of that. And I don't know, you curl up. I escape in a book. I escape with watching TV sometimes. I escape with just walking or exercising, or, just sitting there having a conversation, with friends, instead of sitting back and finding reasons to pick up those bags and carry all that burden around it and constantly hurting, constantly upset all the time, complain all the time. Even like in the line waiting for the tickets, the lady behind me I could have been doing something else. And I just looked at her and I said, ma'am, I'm in the stage in my life where I don't want to complain about stuff that I have no control over. It. You got to wait in line with the rest of us. And I've been just like, just, stop. I said, we are living, we're okay, we're just waiting for a little while until the line moves. It's okay, because you already see it's only two people. So, and she just looked at me. She said, you know what? She said, you're right. You're right. And that was a complaint. But that's the way we are. That's just the way it is, Try to find the happiness if you can. Or try to look at stuff in another way, in another angle, in another direction, and instead of always head on the same thing. Go around some of the stuff. Who wants a head-on collision all the time, especially when you can see a turn left, a turn right, a stop and pause, or just don't even go? See, I came back home. I had a night out, was out, but that wasn't what I wanted to do. That wasn't, I just did it because I was asked to come, and I did come. So when they say, well, did you enjoy the show? I'll be like, well, I came. But I just didn't want that baggage with me tonight. I didn't want that in my heart. I didn't want that in my mind. I didn't want that in my memory bank. you know. So instead of doing that, I came home. I'm on here talking to my YouTube audience, which makes me so happy. And then I'm gonna go over there and curl up and watch music and watch something. If I don't curl up and watch something, I read a book. But I'm gonna get myself out that funk, and I'm gonna get myself out of that and get ready to enjoy the rest of my night. I'm gonna sleep with some peace tonight, tossing and turning, worried about some stuff. Don't worry. Tomorrow the devil finds something else to jump on, to bother you with. So just take it one day at a time, and allow life to be what you make it. Make your own happiness. Do things to make you happy. Don't always pick up the bags. You might drop the things and keep it moving because they heavy. And they're not for you to carry anyway. They're God's. All right. I just wanted to come on with my audience. Please continue to share. Please continue to comment. Please continue to like. And please, please, please press that subscribe button. It helps me so much go out there a little bit more. Okay. Thank you for joining me on a Saturday night. Look, I got my mimosa, which is orange juice and ginger ale. I remember when it used to be something else in here, but I like this better. No hangover. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am your Southern Belle, and I am on the right road now. Come on, guys. Come on this road with me. Y'all have a blessed night now. You hear? God bless.